What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I know it's been a while. My apologies. It's been busy over here doing a whole bunch of stuff, but I know you guys don't care. So today is going to be a little bit different. We are going to do a creator breakdown. And if you guys are new here, maybe you guys haven't seen some of my older stuff, but I originally started this channel doing creator breakdowns just on creators that I enjoyed, helping other people, maybe create videos like their favorite creators, talking about the tips and the things I see. I do want to dive more into that stuff, as well as reacting to longer form videos on here. So today we're actually going to do a creator breakdown on Daniel Simmons. And Daniel Simmons is I guess starting out in fashion, doing interior design stuff now. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff. I came across a couple of his videos a while ago, and one of my friends, actually, me and her were going over, how she could spice up her videos. She's into fashion and things like that. Shout out Victoria, what's up? So when I started watching his videos, there's a couple of things that I saw that were very specific, that he did, either his style or whatever, that was very consistent across his videos, which I feel like is so important for brand building. One, the clean aesthetics and visual consistency. He has like this type of silent vlogish style injected into his videos. The minimal lifestyle, or the minimalist lifestyle design, and the quiet composed energy. I think those three things are the things that really make, obviously his personality is what makes his videos, but in terms of if you guys need somewhere to start, or you guys want to kind of see how he ties it all together, that's how I see it. So we're gonna jump into a couple of videos and some of the things I noticed. So this one is called decorating and organizing my NYC apartment. So I'm not gonna play the videos. I feel like you guys, I'll link all the videos that we talk about so you guys can actually watch it in full and give some credit to the original creators. But the yellow text is something that he uses quite often in a lot of his videos. And I feel like after a while, I can understand if I was a viewer, this would kind of be a staple. I would be like, oh, this is his. And, obviously yellow text isn't, he's not the first person to do it. There's so much other people that use this certain color and things like that. But in terms of what he's using, this is what I noticed.
So my stuff from London has finally.
Okay, I don't know what it is. Like you could already tell the clean aesthetic, the fashion, everything about it. But did you see how perfect that text was? There was something about it that just made it feel good. You know what I mean? And a lot of the text that he does use too, or he does, sometimes it's white and it's small, so it's not so in your face. And another thing that I loved about this was the adding of the movement, right?
So my stuff from London has finally arrived. It's much more than this. This is literally just my TV, but that is what we're going to start with. I'm just so glad everything from London is finally here, so I can start to make our place just feel a little bit more homely and just a bit more like us again.
I love how he added movement to the story too. He could have just started off here, right? Like talking about it, but to really set it up and like give us a little bit of an intro.
So my stuff from London has finally
so dope. So there's a lot of other things that I realized after watching a couple of his videos. He uses a lot of wide shots, and I think it's also because in terms of fashion and interior design, which he's doing a lot more, I feel like, content now, just because he's moving and things like that. Wide shots are really good. One, if you are into fashion, showing the whole fit top to bottom, boom, that looks good. And then interior design, yeah, you want to see the space, so wide shots help a lot. And on the flip side of that, there are a lot of close-ups that he does. I'll skim through and show you guys what I mean. So the details of the clothing, of jeans, of sometimes the shoes or the accessories that he does. So good. So like,
this is gonna sound crazy, but this
shot right here,
my soul quite
right?
a bit.
It's a
A
wide
home to
shot
me is a place where
or a full body shot, and
it's
it's at
my
a
kind
high
of like,
angle,
it's my sanctuary. It's where
right?
I recover. It's where I relax. It's where it's my safe
Something
space.
interesting about
And
this. So a lot of the times he breaks up scene to scene with B-roll shots and then the yellow text, which you'll see. And then there are certain things that he does with the B-roll shots, or he does kind of quite often, is a lot of handheld B-roll shots. Not like crazy movement walking, but it just kind of feels like it just floats a little bit.
back.
So do you see how a lot of this B-roll has a little bit of that movement? And you could do that digitally, but I feel like this is all just actually handheld. Not like a crazy amount of movement. Doesn't feel like it's on sticks. And then see the text really clean in the middle. And boom. Breaks it up again. Shows us yellow text, different day or different scene. But remember when I was talking about in the beginning how a lot of his stuff felt silent vlogish? If you guys are ever in that space and you guys watch silent vloggers, people just, mainly when I was jumped into it, it was mainly people doing house chores, cleaning, cooking, doing all that kind of stuff. Just very mundane tasks, but beautiful. Looks great. It was set up, but they always use text to explain what they're doing or what they're feeling. And he adds that into it, which is really, really cool. And it's nice. And I think it fits his brand. So there are certain angles I feel like he uses, high angles, and then eye level angles, but closer to the floor.
So we finally got around to installing our new rug. This beautiful one right here is from...
So like this angle I thought was cool just because he could have just talked about it and talked about the rug because we saw it already. It could have been, eye level, but I think doing it from a high angle while he's sitting, still full body shot, and him actually talking about the rug adds a lot more dynamics to this shot. That's what I like about it. So this is another video of his, but I wanted to show you, kind of the similarities that he has in like the formatting, the branding, just the style he shoots at. So see how this is a full body shot as well. Camera's a little bit lower, more like hip level. Using this yellow text, you can see here. Then it's a lot of wide shots, And then as I was watching a lot of his videos, there was always a part where he would work out, but he would actually cut it to black and white. And I thought that was an interesting choice stylistically. So here in the same video, and you know what, the music choices that he makes is, it feels like it's always some type of jazz feel to it, which is, I feel like, the vibe always with his videos.
Thank you. Well, let's go get our coffee.
So here, there's always this. I started seeing a lot of his other videos as I was like trying to put this research together. And I just thought it was a nice touch. No talking about the workout. It's literally always just him working out, black and white, and that's it. All right, so we're gonna watch this video right here. I opened a store in London, and I felt like this was such a good, I don't know, documented video, and that encompasses all the techniques that he does, but also like ties everything together from like his journey as a creator. We're just gonna skip through it. Listen to the music, right? High angle here, yellow text.
So this is going to be my spot for the next 2 weeks. I'm here 1 week before the pop-up to help get everything set up and run smoothly.
And I don't know if you guys realized or noticed this. He always shows like clip, but then has the audio coming in from the next clip underneath, which is called a J cut. And he does that a lot. He does that a lot in his I feel like his intros. By doing that, it actually makes things feel a little bit more smooth, especially when you're like putting clips together, as opposed to no talking at all, cuts to him like this. So if you guys are making your videos, think about doing that. There's J cuts and there's L cuts. and that's just the reverse of, having the audio seep into the next shot. So this video is about him opening up a store in London. Obviously Kev, because the title is that, but it feels more of like a doc because there's a secondary shooter, and that's kind of like filming him talking about it.
And then how it's actually going to look. Welcome to the summer store. As you see right now, it is very bare. We have done a few things already, like completely
In a lot of his other
the area,
videos, he always, well, not always, but sometimes he does have a second shooter. So it's always cool that, every so often it does feel like he's there with someone. This walking around doc style goes so well with the style, because it's like kind of handheld as well, but also documenting like the opening of the store.
The coffee people coming in today here to like.
So you can see the secondary shooter here.
Get that all ready to go.
So here, same thing, B-roll shots, handheld. The music, it's all very similar. You guys can understand like the look and feel of his videos, right? There's a certain style, and I feel like he's been doing this for so long. He's found his style with videos, which is kind of cool because fashion is all about style, interior design, everything about it. Colors, what looks good together, shapes and things like that. So I feel like video and content creation videos have a lot of similarities in certain creative fields, and I would say creative field because also I think fashion and clothing is such a big industry for creatives, especially on like movies and things like that. So it's just kind of cool to see that and how it's like injected into his videos. And then this is the opening, and then there's like a little moment, it goes to black and white. So black and white is a big theme as well. Really cool clean shots. See?
Just want to say thanks for coming down. Hopefully most of you came to check out the store and not just the free drinks, but
and one thing I notice is he's not so caught up on, let me mic myself up. Sometimes he's mic'd and sometimes he's not, and I think it goes to show how far he'll go in terms of like, okay, I need to document it. I could still tell a good story or still talk about it, and his audience, he probably knows his audience could care less, as opposed to if you are another creator or if you really care about the audio, if you are into cinematography, that's a little bit more important. But as you watch some of his videos, it's like sometimes he'll be mic'd up, sometimes he won't, sometimes it has natural sounds or environmental sounds. So it's all, yeah, it's the style I think he's kind of found, and what works for him. At the end of this video, which I'm going to link down below, you guys should definitely watch the videos that I've watched on here. But this video at the very end, he talks about how it's kind of like surreal that, how many people showed up to the opening. And it's all just from making these YouTube videos. So, we're sitting here breaking down his YouTube videos, and he's opened the store up, and kind of full circle moment for him where it's like, the reason why I could open this store was because of all the people who are watching. So if you are watching for the first time, or if you are a fan of his and just want to show some love, please like and subscribe. I hope this video teach one of you guys a little thing or two about video. If you guys like these creator breakdowns, or you guys want me to do more where we watch like creators videos and talk about some of the things that I like about their stuff, please comment. Let me know what creators you guys want me to do next in the comment section. I appreciate it. Take it easy. Peace.